Might or valor? Which is more powerful? I have a neat little excerpt from Xenophon's Anabasis, also called the Persian Expedition. In this true story, the Greeks have a very serious problem. They were fighting with Cyrus against the great Persian king Artaxerxes. Cyrus was killed in battle. Now the Greeks have no patron. King Artaxerxes sends Philinus, actually a Greek, to demand that the Greeks surrender, that they lay down their arms, that they come and they join Artaxerxes. So he gives an ultimatum. Xenophon, who is himself among the Greeks, speaks up and responds to Philinus. Then Xenophon, an Athenian, said, "Philinus, at this moment, as you see for yourself, we have no other possession save arms and valor. Now, if we keep our arms, we imagine that we can make use of our valor also. But if we give them up, that we shall likewise be deprived of our lives. Do not suppose, therefore, that we shall give up the only possessions that we have." Then Philinus laughed and said, "Why, you talk like a philosopher, young man, and what you say is quite pretty. Be sure, however, that you are a fool if you imagine that your valor could prove superior to the king's might." How often have those in a position of power laughed at those who don't have that same power? It's remarkable here how Xenophon and at least some of the Greeks are thinking about the situation. They have a way of thinking that is different from how the majority think. The majority don't see any power other than an overpowering power. But in referring to valor as a central possession that they have, as something that they treasure, we see here an indication that there's an insight into a deeper human reality. There's actually the such thing as a power, which is a power to be something great. And here is a good that can be shared by everybody. It's something that is available to all human beings if we choose to live a certain way. It's interesting to note Socrates himself, of whom later Xenophon will write much, was himself on this Persian expedition. It's fascinating to think what kind of discussions must have gone on, what kind of encouragement and mentoring might there have been in this view that is here captured, and in so many other places captured so well, of a power that's so different than simply overpowering. Thanks for sharing with me for a moment.